I actually think that internet marketplaces like eBay and Etsy and Kickstarter and many, many others are large networks of engaged users. And the nice thing about those businesses is that they come with a built-in revenue model. And it's a revenue model that doesn't get in the way of a large network forming. So the thing that we like about large networks of engaged users is that they tend to grow. They tend to grow without a lot of extraneous kind of investment and energy in them. I like to call them weeds. And you know, quite a few of our large networks of engaged users, Etsy, Twitter, Tumblr, are companies that we have tried to kill with, you know, bad technology, you know, some poor decisions here and there, maybe not the, you know, in some cases some bad hires here and there, and yet they grew right through all those. I mean, think about Twitter, it was down half the time, you know, 2 or 3 years ago, and just kept growing right through it. And so, you know, I guess I'd rather invest in something that's a weed, where you have time to figure out the things that you're doing to kill the weed and stop doing them, than invest in something that you need to pour a lot of fertilizer on to make it grow. And so that's why we prefer to invest in those kinds of things. And I guess we're also convinced that most large networks of engaged users, not all, will be able to be monetized. I mean, the ones that I think have been hard are things like instant messaging, sort of private messaging. All the mobile messengers were invested in a company called Kik, which is a private mobile messenger. And you know, I think that's going to be, if they got to 100 million people using Kik, I still think it's going to be challenging to figure out how do you monetize something like that, because the history of AIM and ICQ and, you know, Yahoo Instant Messenger and Microsoft Instant Messenger, whatever they call that product, Microsoft Messenger, yeah, none of them have made any money for anybody. There are some cases, I think, of large networks of engaged users that have been hard to monetize. But, you know, looking at, you know, the companies in our portfolio, we're feeling pretty good about the ability. If you have tens of millions or hundreds of millions of people who are engaged on a daily basis in your product, there's got to be some way to extract some value out of it.
So this is slightly off topic, related to the question, but off topic from the startup. But I've heard two respected people over the last few days say if you're an early stage startup in the consumer space, you want to raise money, you have to have a business model other than advertising. Do you think it's hogwash, or do you think there's truth?
I don't think you need a business model. Yeah. So, you know, I think it's hogwash.
Yeah,